Well, either way, MJF and Wardlow are done after this match. That's another prediction I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, like MJF is going to get in, Wardlow's not, or Wardlow's going to get in and MJF's not.
Yeah, I'm picking MJF for the win. You know, what happens storyline-wise, I'm kind of really... I have no idea. And that's not a bad thing. I think it's actually very good.
No, the anticipation for this match it's killing me, and I love it.
Very, very fond of it.
Not very often you can make a heel versus heel match work, and this is going to be a good one. Then we have the AEW World Championship I Quit match. Seeing your champion Jon Moxley defending his gold against Eddie Kingston. Fuck, this is going to be good.
Oh, two hardcore badasses from back in the day in an I Quit match. Two guys that have so much to prove, I think, to themselves, to the world, you know. Two CZW originals from way back. I think this is definitely a contender for match of the year before I've even seen it.
Oh yeah. They met on Dynamite and had face-to-face promos this week. And Kingston just fucking ran circles around Mox, and then Mox talked second and fucking failed hard. And, like, at the end, Kingston walked off, and Mox went to the ropes and just looked so pissed. Like,
and that's surprising, because Moxley can talk.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. But if you're talking against Eddie Kingston, you should probably be talking first.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
You know, funny to see, though, and I think that's the kind of thing I like about the freedom wrestlers are given in AEW, because they were allowed to just go out there and cut top of the head promos, you know.
Right. Give them as much freedom as they want for their promos, but have them run the big spots by you beforehand.
Yeah, definitely. We didn't even know Matt was going to go on top of that forklift. We thought they just wanted it for the backdrop.
I would love to see Eddie Kingston be the world champion. I actually believe Eddie Kingston will be AEW world champion at some point. He's a former CZW champion, Chikara champion. Oh, God, what else has he been? He never won in Ring of Honor, the championship. That might have been all he got. Maybe PWG, I don't remember, but... God, I love Kingston. Maybe more than Moxley. He's been one of my favorites for years. I love that he's getting the exposure he deserves. But I think Moxley holds on to this and just I'm going to steal one from JR, a slobber knocker of a match. I think Moxley keeps it, holds the championship for a while longer, into the next year, I would say also again. What do you think?
Man, I'm going with Kingston. I'm going with Kingston for reasons, man. Jon Moxley is the face in this scenario. Kingston doesn't care for his life. He just cares for that title. He ain't going to say I quit. He even told Moxley in the promo, you're going to have to kill me to win this match. That's the only way. I'm not going to say I quit. You're going to have to kill me. Moxley's not going to be able to do that. They go way back together. You know? To top that off, Pac's coming back. Kingston took his crew while Pac was gone, so if Kingston has the title, that's your next pay-per-view. And to follow that up, I picked Hangman Page to beat Kenny Omega. You got Pac, Hangman Page, the match that was always supposed to happen, happening again. There's your future. That's why I'm picking Eddie Kingston.
A lot of
because I don't see what after this. Then Mox gets Brian Cage. Then what? Nothing.
Yeah. I do think that I see one thing slightly different than you. I think the I Quit match goes more in Moxley's favor because 9 times out of 10, not 100% of the time, but in pro wrestling, 9 times out of 10, the heel is going to be the one to say I quit, not the face.
Yeah.
Not all the time, and you actually gave really good reasons. But
I got a whole nother year of storyline out of it, you know.
Yeah, you did. You got it booked. So, I mean, this is going to be great no matter what.
Oh,
and this is another one where even if the person...
goosebumps just thinking about it, man.
Yeah, I'll be happy to see Eddie carry the title and have have his faction kind of be running the show.
I gotta say, though, since Kingston joined AEW, he's doing it for me way more than Moxley.
Oh, Kingston's just awesome.
Yeah.
I think he's an underrated performer that I think a lot of people didn't really know very well until he got in here. You know, if you didn't see his CZW, PWG, Chikara, Ring of Honor, NWA, I mean, he's really a journeyman. He's been everywhere, but he's just never blown up. And I actually didn't think he'd blow up here in AEW, to be honest. Not because he doesn't deserve it, but because they had Moxley. And just there's so many talented people here. I thought he'd kind of be he'd be a mid player, but no, they've definitely pushed him to the heights he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that this is going to be the match of the night, maybe match of the weekend, and perhaps match of the year.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, this is a heavy contender. Oh, this is.
And then we have a match I'm not horribly excited for, Pasty.
I'm not against it.
I'm not horribly excited for it. We got the Elite Deletion, Sammy Guevara versus Matt Hardy. Does this one take place at the compound also?
Yes, at the compound, cinematic match, full-on throwback.
So, I mean, that's the saving grace, I think. Sammy doesn't do much for me, but it'll be exciting to see what they do with this. I'm more excited for the match than to see the people in the match.
I think they'll do good. Yeah, Sammy's going in the lake of reincarnation. He's going to come out purified. And that's kind of where I wonder if the Inner Circle match, like MJF wins and then Chris Jericho's like, fine, you can join, but guess what? We're disbanding the group. You know what I mean?
Right. I almost hope with this being cinematic that maybe this one starts the show.
Yeah,
if that would be a bad idea.
I definitely don't see it being the final thing. I mean, they could. AEW's done it, but I think cinematic is definitely more opener or somewhere in the middle of the show, maybe just before your main event peak, like the top 3 matches of the night. I think this will be fun. I'm hoping it's fun because I don't know how much more broken Matt's got, and if it's not broken Matt, I'm not buying, and that's the problem here. Matt's gonna win. Sammy's going in the lake. We'll have a babyface Sammy that you'll never love.
I'm going for Matt Hardy also. It's his wheelhouse. I have a hard time ever picking Sammy. He just hasn't earned. He just hasn't earned it. What is with Sammy?
It would be so fucked up for Sammy to beat Matt Hardy in Matt Hardy's own match.
Oh, it'd be awful. It'd be just horrible. Not good at all.
I'm excited to see Dilapidated Boat again. Skarsgård, my favorite.
Oh, I've missed him for a while.
Mower of lawns. No, this is going to be a fucking fantastic watch.
Yeah, this pay-per-view top to bottom is exciting me. I'm probably least excited for the Elite Deletion match, but that's okay because it might be something. It's a cinematic match. You never know what you're going to get.
And they've sold out their 15% capacity, too, so they're going to have over 1,000 people in the audience.
That's good or bad, or
Right? Yeah. I'm very torn. Like, it's good for wrestling, but it's stupid, and I hate it.
Right? Yeah. It will help the atmosphere, hopefully, but yeah.
Yeah.
Pasty, and we're not going to make.
Imagine their I Quit match in a silent arena. That would be terrible.
Yeah, it just doesn't work well. And we're not going to make the mistake that we made last time, Pasty. We got tiebreakers on both these shows. Tiebreaker, does Cody go by Cody or Cody Rhodes at this pay-per-view? Now, just this week, WWE doesn't own the trademark for it. Now, Cody doesn't own the trademark for it either, but he can legally call himself Cody Rhodes because nobody owns the trademark.
Do you want to pick on this one, or do you want me to pick on this one?
Go ahead and pick.
I think he's never going to go by Cody Rhodes.
No?
Never. I think he might own it. When this is all said and done, he'll have it, but I don't think he'll ever go by it. That's who he was in WWE. You know what I mean? Why go back?
Right? I think he will at some point. But yeah, I'll take the Cody Rhodes. I think he's already been excited about no longer being one name, and
Yeah.
like you said, whether Josh Matthews calls me Cody Rhodes or not, I'm going to be Cody Rhodes. So I could see him, my name is Cody Rhodes, bitch, or something. I could see him doing that to old Darby Allin. I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes just because
you don't have any other choices.
I can, and just because he can,
Should I pick up the trademark?
Go for it, Pasty.
We'll change the name of the podcast to Cody Rhodes.
I don't think we got enough money to fight that battle. And then on to the other show that's going to be airing earlier in the day due to it being in Japan, but on the same day.
Like 7 a.m. probably.
We got New Japan Pro Wrestling Power Struggle. As we mentioned before, the kind of odd thing about this one is you don't have any tag, multi-man, 6-man, 8-man, nothing like that.
Kind of worries me because that's what gives New Japan its flavor and diversity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But everything every match kind of means something, even a little bit. The one that has no stipulation. We'll get to that one later. We're going to start out with King of Pro Wrestling 2020 Championship. Toru Yano defending his title against Zack Sabre Jr. Pasty, where are we at with this one?
Well, I'm never picking Zack Sabre Jr. for anything ever. So.
You never
Toru
do.
Yano it is.
And I'm gonna go right with you. I'm gonna say Toru Yano. I think that's the way it goes. He is the only wrestler to have ever held this title, and I think he's gonna end 2020 with it. I think he's gonna keep the Kapua. That's what I like to call it. I call it the Kapua Championship. Kapua. Mr. Kapua, Toru.
Yes. Then we have the never open weight championship, seeing Minoru Suzuki taking on Shingo Takagi. This should be a good one.
These never open weight matches are always awesome. Suzuki always gives 127%. And I'm going to go against my better judgment and say that Shingo ends up taking it. I think that Minoru's going to lose the title. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm going with Takagi.
Boy, that's great talk there, Pasty.
I know. No, I'm just confused because I went through this earlier and I put all my picks in, and now everything is spelt wrong, and I didn't do that.
Oh, I thought that was you just trying to be funny.
No, I'm wondering if it's you trying to say we're making too many of the same picks.
No, it's not.
I'm really confused right now. Like, I fixed Okada because that was Okasaki, and I'm like... I would never put that. I
didn't see that one.
That's so wrong.
I seen the Takayuki and the Tori.
Like I only combine tag team names like that.
What the hell is going on here?
I have no idea. It's so strange.
That's funny as hell. But yeah, I'm saying LIJ brings the never back into their circle. And that's what you got? That's what your Takayuki is
yes.
Kagi?
Yes.
All right. Well, then we got Kazuchika Okada versus the Great Okan.
Not sure who the Great Okan is.
He's a Japanese wrestler, but he just